You are watching Touch of Class with Debbie Elliott. I saw you guys talking each other. I hope you're not talking about me so bad.
We were talking about you.
I know. Good things?
Good things.
Okay.
There's only good things to say about you.
Good.
I was telling Becki about when you and I first met on the golf course, and I think that was about in 2010.
2010, so I was about 19 years old.
And I was about 21. Anyway, we were playing golf, and I met her through a mutual friend of ours. I think it was Gwen Whitfield. And we were playing golf, and I do find out you learn a lot about a person on the golf course. I learned a lot about this lady that day. I learned that she's respectful, she's very patient, and she's extremely honest. She counts every single stroke. She counts the stroke if she thought she hit the ball. If she thought she missed the ball. If the ball moved, I'll take another stroke. Found out she can count really high.
But you're saying I'm not going to pay?
No, but you just count all the strokes. And you know, to be honest, even though she counted all these strokes in her honesty, she still beat me.
No.
Yeah, she still beat me. She's still a very good golfer. But I think it was a fast friendship on the serious side. We talked a lot that day. And it was the kind of thing, and I'm sure you probably have the same thing to tell. She's such a wonderful lady, and you know, the name of her show is just so befitting because you are a classy lady.
Thank you so much.
But what was so heart-filling for me is that during that time frame, my mother was about 99.
Yes, yes.
And I was caring for my mother, and Debbie and I were talking, and she was kind of curious as, you know, the day-to-day, did I need any help from time to time? And she'd come over once and visited with Gwen. And she volunteered and said, you know, Bernice, I would be glad to come and sit with your mother when you go to work at the church on some Tuesdays. And she honored that. So she's a person of her word. She would come over and bring lunch and sit with my mother, and that meant the world to me. So that's something that I'll never forget.
No, your mother was so cute, so sweet. And that time she was 99, but she just loved to eat the Chinese food.
Yes.
And
yours, of course, is
no,
not.
No, I took out order. No, I don't make much Chinese food. I do more like gourmet. Yes, so I don't make Chinese food.
But my mother loved it, gourmet or not. But just the heart of the matter that she would come over and spend time on many occasions, and that was just wonderful to know that my mother would be.
Because she was so cute. She was so cute.
But that's just the way you are. I think that's just the kind of person that you are, and that's the kind of people that you attract, Debbie. So those are the things I learned about you on the golf course that day, and we're becoming fast friends. And you're so creative. There's a lot of things that you create and do, and if I could just share with you how hilarious I think that she is. I was over one day, and she had some ladies over, some more of her wonderful friends, who I want to make them all my wonderful friends too. Well, Debbie had made these little napkin holders. And you know, she's the consummate hostess. She made these little napkin, you know those little napkin rings that you made?
Yes.
And they were so beautiful, and I'd sit there and I was just looking at them, and I was thinking, how can I do that? Because I think that imitation is the best form of flattery. So I went home to flatter her, and I made these, and you made them from the toilet tissue holders. Well, I made my, you know, my little prototype of it, and I thought it was, you know, pretty good for me because I don't have that real creative talent.
Yes.
And I called Debbie, and she was so nice. I called Debbie and I said, you know, Debbie, mine are a little flimsy. How do I get them to stand up? You know, the holders to stand up. And she says, you need polyurethane. She didn't give me all the information. You need polyurethane, and I'll bring you some. So she brought some to my house, and she saw what I had made, and she looked at it, and she said, well, that looks pretty good, Bernice, with the polyurethane. She says, but you know, I don't believe that you got my permission to reproduce these and make this, so I'm going to sue you. So I thought that was hilarious. Being that no papers came in the mail, that's her form of humor, but it was really good, but she was very, very helpful. But it's just the things that she does for others. And
well, I'm trying to
just a
sue
wonderful
so
person.
many people, so many my friends, you know, but never success. Nobody give me 1 penny.
Why start now?
Yes.
But you're just a wonderful person, and I'm so happy to be in your circle of friends.
Thank you.
Well, I'd like to wish Bernice and Debbie a very, very happy New Year.
Yes.
To you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And as well to the guests in the audience, Happy
New
New
Year.
Year. And this is just a reminder to all of us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made to serve others in 2015. And as we are called to do. And for the viewers that are watching today, they are just going to be really, really so happy to get to know you. And this is just a snippet on the show of getting to know you. But Debbie, she is just, I tell you, she's an amazing gal. And she has so many stories, amazing stories of both trials and adventures and triumphs in her life that she's going to be sharing with all of us. And it's made her the lady that she is today, and she's so adorable, and she's mighty, and a little bit feisty. And definitely funny, as Bernice said, and a very classy lady. And it's one of your friends, I'm just recalling what one of your friends said recently, and she said, she referred to Debbie as the Japanese version of Oprah. So that will definitely be a fun process to watch as this show unfolds and we learn more and more.
You two talk about me so nice, so much. And you know, I really appreciate that we can have first show with you two. This is wonderful for me, and I really think we're going to have a great fun from now to 2015. Yes, and I hope friendship is going to be continue, keep growing.
Definitely. I was thinking how we met, Debbie, and I believe we met at one of the many Tracy Community fundraisers over the years, a few years back. And you and your husband Bob are just so supportive of so many worthy causes of nonprofit groups in Tracy, and two of which I direct that you've been so supportive over the years. The first one being Hearts of Harvest Foundation, and it's been around for about 14 years, and its mission is to assist families with children in a health crisis, and specifically children with heart disease. And the second one is relatively younger, and that's Scoop Ministries, Inc. And that's a nonprofit organization that works to keep women of faith connected in the community, as well as fanning out into the community to share the flavors of Christ and the hope that we have. And we also have a grant program with that ministry that assists local women who are in a short-term crisis, and there's, as we know, many of those around. And so this kind of work, I know I love to do. It brings me so much joy, and I know you love to do that kind of work too. Yes. And I tell you, it's just it keeps us going. But I forgot again. No, it keeps me. It reminds me of what that kind of work reminds me of what Martin Luther once said, and that's that he created our hands and divided our hands into fingers so that the money and the gifts that he has given each one of us can easily slip through each one of our hands to do the work for these worthy causes. And I tell you, Debbie is a gal that has contributed so much to the community, and one way that she's done that is she has donated all her fabulous 12-course meal dinners to numerous nonprofit organizations in town. And there's so many of them. I think she's lost count of how many you've done. And anyway, the amount of thousands of dollars that has been raised for these nonprofits, I know the leaders of those organizations are very appreciative of that. And I have been honored to be able to attend a couple of those, one as a guest, and she treats everyone like true royalty, and one as a server, serving side by side with her, which was true joy. You just warmed my heart being able to do that. Service is just impeccable, and the quality of the meal and gourmet, the Japanese style. Didn't know what I was eating all the time, but boy, it was good.
Is that when my invitation was lost?
That
sounds wonderful.
No, honestly, I invited her. She couldn't make it.
Oh.
She couldn't make it. Anyway, this is wonderful conversation, and I thank you so much. We had a great time.
It's certainly been my pleasure to be a guest on your show and to be just part of your circle of friends.
Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. I wish you the
I'm
very best.
I'm very
in your
lucky
show.
to have you to be my friend. I really appreciate it.
And I
A local classic for nearly 4 generations, Minnie's has been a Valley favorite since 1954. We feature homemade Chinese and American cuisine, from egg rolls and sweet and sour pork to massively juicy hamburgers and lip-smacking, finger-licking, fall-off-the-bone ribs. Wash it all down with an ice-cold beer or one of our tropically exotic drinks like our famous signature jerk. Relax on our shaded patio or lounge in our banquet room. Grab a friend and come on down to see us at 107 McHenry Avenue in Modesto at 5 Points, or find us on Facebook at Minnie's Restaurant.
Welcome back, a touch of class with Debbie Elliott. I have 2 new guests here. They are also my very, very friend. And one is a male friend. He's my best male friend. He always tease me and joke with me. So I love him so much. Please, darling, excuse me. He has a wife. And Joanne Souchek. She's also a wonderful friend sometimes, but sometimes she's in a pain. So that's 2 of my friends.
2 of your best friends,
best friend,
Yeah,
yes.
sounds like your best
So please talk about me something nice.
Really? Well, let me think. That's going to take some time.
Yeah.
I met Debbie, I don't know how many years ago, but she had a shop. And then I met her again, and I said, you know, this necklace I have on, I bought in your shop. And Debbie goes, I don't remember meeting you before. And I said, well, with this voice, I can understand you not remembering me. And then we became best friends. We both, the McHenry house is very dear and near to my heart. We both loved anything to do with children, anything to do with scholarship, anything to do with...
Senior.
I beg your pardon. Yeah, I love this. When she got into International Interwell with me, that I was one of the charter members. Since she interrupted me, I guess I'll take another road. What was I saying? It must have been important if I was saying it. I'll just skip over to Don. Remember Don when you and I met each other? It was the best.
Well, you guys, excuse me, you guys are supposed to talk about the meat now.
Sorry. I'm working into it. You know how wonderful you are.
They'll be
wonderful.
This is a comedy show.
No, she's a wonderful. She does so much community work. I've been over for dinners like Becki that was on her other show said, and she does these fabulous dinners. She donates them. She works so hard, and it's like endless work, and she acts like it was nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I met with him first time.
Wait a minute, you're supposed to say something about me.
You talk so long, so I'm worried about time. She is, Joanne is just very, yes, very special friend, very nice. And we have a 7 girls group. We've been meeting once a month. We have lunch together. We always go to the Olive Garden, and we have a same table we set. And just nothing but just a talk, chatting, a lot of stuff. We really have a fun. We've been doing this long time.
Yeah, about 3 years.
Yes. Can I go move to
not
that now?
Does Joanne talk all the time at your lunch too?
Yes, mostly she's the main speaker. Yes. But anyway, can I move to him now?
No. Go ahead.
Well, this is not YouTube. This is my show, so just don't.
Hey, it's not your
Give
show.
somebody else a turn.
Okay, first time I met Don at the Stockton's barbecue. He came, and then my husband and I were sitting. He approached us and he said, I want to help you. That time my husband was campaigning, and he said, I want to help you. That's first time I met. That's a long time ago when he running for city council, not supervisor. Since then, we became very good friends. Without his wife, without my husband, we are very special friends. Just so, but my husband give me permission. I can be very close to Dan. That's fine. And I hope Darlene do same things.
This is another whole show.
And I'm finding out every time I see him, he's just a wonderful person and really nice person.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
She knows the real
a
me.
lot longer.
You guys taking over my show, God.
We think you have a touch of class, Debbie.
Yes.
Joanne, when do I get a chance to talk?
Please talk now.
When have you ever had to ask anybody permission to talk?
Please talk about me now.
Go ahead, Don, we're waiting. Waiting for some brilliance. You want to hear wisdom.
I see the time keep going, so please tell us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I met Debbie through Bob.
No, we met the first one. You met him through.
Well, that's simple for you.
Sorry.
Let's talk about when you and I first met.
Anyway, let him talk, please. Yes, Dan.
All I remember is Bob.
Oh my God. That makes me break the heart.
With these two. Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
he loves you, Debbie, really.
I saw.
Everybody loves you. He did. Yeah.
Let him talk.
Go ahead, Don, you can talk now. Speak.
Yes.
Anyway, the reason she likes me is because I do everything she tells me to and I'm involved in that campaign. I get these calls at 11 o'clock at night and Don, that sign over there at 11th and 12th Street or whatever it is, it's falling down and we put it back up. I say, okay, I'll get it the first thing in the morning. I go by at 6 o'clock in the morning, she already went by and put it up.
so fun. Yes, somebody drive, Monte drives the truck, and he ride, and I ride, and he tells Monty what to do. So Monty get out the truck, and he fix the sign, and he just sit there and telling us what to do.
We all have to do our best at it. I'm gifted.
Well, anyway, I'm very, very lucky to know you too. In my life, you became very good of my friends, and you are very, very nice.
You're my best of friend.
Yes.
You were really good too to me, Debbie, when I was
I'm
sick
so happy.
and surgery after surgery. You were always there for me,
Well,
calling, bringing soup and food, and if you need anything at the grocery store. That's just
you
your
are
nature.
nice. Because
Your
you're
nature.
nice, that's why you have
true.
a better friend.
Yeah.
So you are a nice person, so you have like me, good friend.
You know what I remember most about Don is when my son was in the
We're
Persian
talking
Gulf.
about me. I know you guys want to talk to each other.
You
but
were in the Persian Gulf, I don't think. Were you in the Persian Gulf?
after this show finished, please you to talk to each other. But
Okay,
this is
thank
my
you.
show, and thank you for coming in my show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
I
hope-
wish you all the success,
Thank you
Debbie.
so much.
Everybody loves you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. And said something, I really appreciate you did hear word.
What was that?
It's my time, got me, my time's up already.
So I hope our friendship keep continue.
I doubt it.
You shouldn't cut her off.
This is a comedy show. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you so much. No more talk. Thank you so much.
Yeah.